Welcome back to Pisces TV with Dr. MB. We are going to get started with your reading. We have a pick a card here, and the intentions have been set on necessary changes. I will give you a moment to pick your card or stone. We have marble, obsidian, I do believe, and quartz variation. And I'll give you a moment. All right, I know you guys are ready. So, group one, the obsidian. Oh, I'm sorry, the marble. So, very nice. Your mantra is diamond chakra, wheel of fate. That's dope. I just now noticed the wheel. That's crazy. Okay. Signals time to realign and contemplate balance attained, blessed outcomes ordained. Ooh, I think you meant to be something, or you are something. All right, we're doing this one a little bit different. On air, I'm going to get your necessary change, group one. We're going to shuffle the cards. I am using the beautiful Starseed Oracle, and you don't have to resonate with Starseed, okay? But you most definitely may be group one. Bottom of the deck, we have activated earth, which talks about power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. I know one thing about empaths and starseeds, baby. Sometimes it's a unanimous collective concern of why are we here and who ordered it. It's sometimes not a feeling of belonging. And this says trust. Trust in the process. You got the love. That's another thing. It talks about boundaries. All right. So those things you may have heard, learned, or discovered already. But I know sometimes starseeds, empaths feel a little bit different in this dimension, and rightfully so. Okay. So group one, you see, can you hear the excitement in my voice? Group one, not only do you have the wheel balanced, okay, ordained outcomes, and the diamond chakra. I'm gonna have to Google diamond chakra, see what that's about, and do some things for you guys on the channel about that diamond chakra. Y'all know I like digging into stuff and figuring things out. So let's see here. We have empathic starseed, energy, sovereignty. I always butcher that. You had that today with the King of Swords on Pisces TV, where it talked about using that energy with your expression, communication, and intelligence. And it says absorbing what's not yours. See, maybe that's why we have the marble, because there's an absorption, right, of possible mixed minerals. And your thing is the diamond. Okay. Empathic starseeds are here to shift the world through their physical presence alone. They don't need to do anything beyond being here. Thanks to the energetic change their physical presence causes. Due to their highly sensitive nature, empathic starseeds can struggle with being on Earth and in a physical body. Many are prone to addiction and depression, or tend to mistake other people's feelings and moods for their own. Natural introverts, they tend to prefer spending time alone or in small groups. Crowds can be overwhelming for them. If this card appears, consider lighting lightening the load energetically. Don't put yourself under such pressure to go out into the world. Be gentle with yourself. Allow extra time and care to recover energetically. If you're feeling pressured to keep up a certain pace, instead of put on the brakes and treat yourself like a precious baby. Do whatever you can to take the pressure of the world off your plate. Switch off to switch back on. In today's world, it's normal to feel that we should be doing more. But perhaps being present in our life is enough. This could be a phase you're going through, or simply how you're being called to live your life. If your work involves giving to others right now, you're being called to keep something for yourself. You don't need to transmute it all. It's okay to look after your own growth and healing before feeling you should offer it to the world. Indeed, it's necessary if you want to continue to do so sustainably. So the query for your soul is, how can you take better care of yourself energetically? Group 1, necessary changes. I love that. Just being here. Diamond chakra, ordained, the will, balance attained, a time for, what is that? Realignment, to contemplate. That's very, I think, impressive for you. And even in reading that, I resonated with it when it talked about the energy of others, not consuming that. And I'm glad I forgot, because I chuckled before, right before it got serious. I giggled a little bit. And if you're a subscriber to the channel, you know that I do that, and I have good intentions. I'm not ever laughing at the message. I'm just goofy. The part that said, where was it? It was on the first page, I do believe. Many people are prone. I don't know. It was just talking about shifting the world through their own physical presence alone. They don't need to do anything beyond being here. Thanks to the energetic change, due to the highly sensitive nature, empathic starseeds can struggle with being on Earth and in a physical body. Many are prone to addictions and depression, or tend to mistake others' feelings and moods for their own. Natural introverts. Small groups, crowds could overwhelm them. Recovering energetically, not putting pressure on yourself. Got it. That's crazy. It was just for me, because I'm looking in the book for the part, and it was just like, when it came to other people and then protecting yourself, I feel like empaths and starseeds have a natural concern or care, and you may not always see that reflected back to you and others. And I chuckled because I think it's a person, not even in my environment, but within my awareness, that is like shady. But I'm so compassionate and sympathetic to whatever they're going through, and supportive to the content that they create, and am genuine. But even before now, this same individual, there were just signs of passive aggressive shade. And it's like, why do you bother? Like, why am I not offended? Why do I like still care or support? You know what I mean? So protecting your energy, group 1, important, right? And I'm glad I couldn't find that part, because Spirit was like, stop it. And I was like, I want to share. But that's what made me chuckle, because it was like, damn, that is so real. And it was always a thing, because every good heart or sweet person doesn't have to be an underdog. So I think part of my healing journey from being, a young girl growing up into a woman, I didn't necessarily want to be that sweet one or that good guy or girl, whatever. So I worked to not be that or not be considered that. And that wasn't healthy either. It was fun and it exercised aspects of my ego that protects me, okay, in this dimension. But it's just something that we do naturally. And I think at my big age, I embrace it, giggle about it, and appreciate the, within reason, naive aspect of me that honestly just don't care. Not being a pushover, not being passive aggressive, but also confidently not trying to change myself or pretend to be something else. I'm just this. So when I can sense the energy, absorb others' energy, I'll dismiss myself when it becomes overwhelming. But for the most part, I've had people like kind of throw shade or kind of have an issue, and I'm so nonchalant or just dingy to where I don't get it at first and or don't even care. So shout out to you, Group 1, for sharing your energy with me. I enjoyed it, and I give some of mine back to you. I hope you had a good laugh, child, because I just know that person was be throwing shade, and I'm just like finding reasons to understand why they do stuff like that. Like, oh, they going through a hard time, they silly, they off. Maybe it's hereditary. Maybe they're on drugs. I don't know. But it ain't me, right? So yeah, we are going to move now to Group 2. You have the obsidian, I do believe. Okay. And let me sit these down. You'll see why I'm holding them in just a second. I ground my energy, creating a safe, secure, and loving reality with the universe as my ally. That is your mantra, and that is big. The universe being your ally, it don't matter what enemies you have. I love the colors here too, because you have the protection. Obsidian is protection. And then with the red, I'm thinking about the root chakra, which is necessary for this dimension. So that's kind of cool. That's cool to be favored. I'm going to say Group 2, favored. So live on air, we are going over the necessary change, and I'm going to shuffle it out. I didn't pre-shuffle out this time, just doing something different. So Spirit, what do we have for Group 2? Okay. The weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. So some of you from Group 2 done snuck from Group 1, or maybe you should check out Group 1 also. But if it didn't resonate, the stone or the other picture, you don't have to force it. You have Child of the Cosmos, which is similar but not the same. The intelligence of the universe lies within you, and maybe that's why y'all friends like that. Okay, push through Group 2. Now everybody got one card. Y'all had all these cards flop out. I don't want to reshuffle because the message is within here. I do know the significance of the 7 sisters. I will not pass that card by. It is a collective of celestial beings that are absolutely amazing, and you may be in their favor. It's connected to, I believe, the Empress, or the journey of the Empress through traditional tarot, but I won't bore y'all with that today. You have the Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. So this may be involving things merging from the subconscious. Notice that she's in a cave. Surrender, holding the opposites. Extremes of life. That's Piscean energy for sure. The opposites, holding them, and they extreme. And look, the guardians, they're up there. Child of the Cosmos. They're watching over this experience. Your card is Don't Forge. Okay, I'm sorry. Forge. Okay, don't follow. That's what it is. Forge and not follow. It says pave a new path. Be the leader you wish to be. And I mean, rightfully so. The universe is your big homie. So how could you not? Okay. Force, don't follow. Or forge. You could be a force to reckon with. So let's see. What you have here is, if you wait until the path is perfectly paved, you won't be forging your own path. And you'll likely not even take the first step. Don't let a small detail like being unable to find someone to show you the way be the reason you don't step forward and lead. Let it be the reason that you do. The most courageous and needed leaders are the ones who don't wait for permission or until the morning they wake up feeling ready. They take a deep breath, put one foot in front of the other, and figure it out as they go. They don't wait for someone to lead them. They lead themselves. This is a card for leaders. You're here to pave a path that hasn't been walked before. To go first and lead the way for others who are calling you in. If you feel misrepresented in the media, step forward for all of those who also feel misrepresented. That sounds like some of y'all may be artists. They always say that. These artists, this generation. So whatever it is that doesn't have your excellency, step out there. If no one's speaking out on the topics you feel passionate about, share your unique voice. There's no one on earth who comes close to processing your unique combination of skills, gifts, and life experience. Don't look to those who have come before you to work out your path. Leaders must forge their own. Do it for your daughter. Do it for the younger you. Do it for the leaders who will follow. When you go first, you make it easier for others to follow your lead. Forge, don't follow. Necessary changes. Starseed Soul Inquiry. Ask yourself, how are you being called to forge rather than follow? How can you be the leader you wish you had? That's pretty cool. Now, group 1 got a funny story. I got one for you too. I keep it brief, okay? As a content creator, as an artist, as a college student, graduate, as a person, as a family member, some of us that are multifaceted, especially Pisces, because we got this and we got that, we got the one fish, the other fish, and we embody every aspect of the zodiac, because there was a time there was only us. Yeah. So I'm saying this to say I too have experienced that, and just to help make such philosophical content relatable, I noticed at an early age that it seemed the media wanted to portray, or the actual collective just had this interest in something that was not exactly what I wanted to pursue or portray. In tarot and content created on YouTube, I noticed that a lot of my clients are fellow Pisces, kind of like excitement and drama. And I do too sometimes. But for the most part, my path involves archangels, ascended masters, neurology, theology, history, law, spiritual cleansing, thought detox. That's my thing. So if I were to try to match the algorithm of what seemed to be favorable, I would be doing something that I wasn't comfortable with. Talking about drama all the time, venting, and expressing myself in a manner that wasn't high vibrational or inspirational. We're not perfect. Well, I mean, some of us are. Okay, I just want to take that back real quick. But I said that to say I don't want anybody to feel triggered or take it any kind of way, because I have vented. I have left YouTube for 2 years and came back. So I'm not saying anything is wrong with it. I'm saying that I come back in my energy with the expectation that I'm amazing, so it'll be amazing. I'm not going to shift and change for the algorithm or whatever is working at the time for everybody. I don't have index cards. I don't want to talk about the worst aspect of your life that could be happening and the fuck bombs that are in it, right? I'm a theology major with a law degree and a high IQ. I'm intelligent. I like to meditate and look at crystals and make candles and scents and stuff. So that's my thing. And if you're into that thing, then fuck with your girl. If you're not, then just come by and say hi and hit the like button, and I'll come watch your stuff too on a good day or whatever. So does that make sense? I'm giving you the same time I gave group 1, so I'm not like being long-winded. I just, from what I just saw about leadership being protected, you have something in your back pocket or in your corner that's bigger than life. And it's encouraging you that no matter what the results seem like, or the confusion that you could have, or how intimidating it could be, do you, for real? And that may actually work in your favor, even if you see it not really work for others. So you feel pressured to do a thing, meet the algorithm, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So I do hope that that helps. And I appreciate reading your energy, group 2. And I share mine with you as well. Okay, because we ain't going energy vampire, the collective. I love that. These are dope. I kind of like this. I always like the pick of cards, but this fresh talk as we go thing is kind of dope. So group 3 is up next. And you have the quartz variation, as you know, one of my favorites. Your mantra: I tune in to faithfully listen for the authentic, empowered, creative voice of my soul, guiding me flawlessly on my life journey. I love that. I love the blue. I love flawless. I love that you're being guided. I love that your soul has a creative voice and that you're being asked to be empowered and authentic. This blue gives me like throat chakra, and it's even asking you to listen. So it's not even about expression. It's like intuitive as well. So super dope. Doing something different this time where we're shuffling out your cards live. I didn't pre-shuffle. So Spirit, the necessary change for group 3. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. One of you, at least from group 2, is still sitting here. Before the collective group 2, the void, it says stop, embrace winter, great cosmic wound. Now, you'd have to understand what the season of winter represents. Even if you look at it from an economic stance, it's the end of the year. Stuff is closing out. Things are changing. They trying to mark up or mark down the numbers because tax season is about to come up. Winter is when, the animals kind of try to stock up on, their harvest because it could be a long season. Where that little cartoon about the ant who was saving and getting the food the entire year or the season before, and the other ant that just thought they had time. And then winter came and the one little ant was just out there in the cold. And the other ant that wasn't was nice to him and helped him out and took him in, but said, I hope you understand now while we do this. So, you have weight. I don't often get the necessary change for someone to actually wait because stagnancy could be unfavorable. I don't see her feet. And usually, when we're talking about waiting, stagnancy, the hangman comes up, and you know Pisces is connected to the feet. So I just noticed that. But it says it's not yet time. Things are being woven. And please use your own best judgment. Intuitively, if you've been waiting 22 years, don't say, see, this is why I've been waiting, because the necessary change could be your waiting. So honesty is key. For others of you, faithfully listening to authentic, empowered, creative voice, this is the fool's journey who's waiting for the high priestess to come along and give that whisper. So in the major arcana of tarot, where is the whisper? And the high priestess either ain't whispered yet, or like this card says, is to just faithfully listen for the authentic, empowered, creative voice of your soul. If you think the advice or the voice comes from outside of you, the high priestess could speak through you, right? So just be mindful of that. But we do have weight for group 3, and we're going to see why. And then the void came out, so I thought that was very interesting, where it's almost ready, because the void, as you can see, where did it go? Had nothing. And look how much has been created. Some stars, a whole nother galaxy. And I guess this particular planet or portal that she's looking to go through, there's one portal, there's another portal. I kind of want to ask what she waiting for, but you see it. Either it's actually not ready yet, because look at here, but this is the actual card that came out. And there's some, I ain't trying to make it fit, right? Because it's not a personal reading. It's a collective of you all, but I love that they're so similar that we could kind of get it. Wait is what it says. In our fast, loud, reactive, comparative world where an instant response is so often expected, and at times even a currency, it can feel almost impossible to take a breath, let alone give ourselves the space to rest, wait, and reset. We're so often in overdrive, expecting instantaneous results over and over again, and when guidance doesn't come at the extreme speed, it could feel as though something's gone wrong. But often not receiving guidance is guidance in itself. When you ask for guidance and don't receive it, it can often mean wait. It's not yet time. The details are being woven, and look at it like steps. See that? It's cute. Our challenge is to keep trusting when on the surface it appears that nothing is happening. To remember that no matter how long or bitter the winter, spring does come. To remember that you don't need to solve all of the world's problems in a single day, and that perhaps they'll be better solved with some perspective and a good night's sleep. This card is your permission to slip, to slow down, switch off, and rest. You're being reminded to have patience and to trust the mystery of life. To trust that things are being woven on your behalf. It may not be happening to the timeline you'd like, but if you gather up the patience, it will be orchestrated better than you could even imagine. So, Starseed Soul Inquiry, it asks you for your necessary change. How can you slow down and be more patient and wait? Now, the good news is, Group 3, you got Pisces somewhere in your chart, or the majority of you guys are Pisces, and I say that because I just said the other day in a general reading that I was on YouTube crossing through some of my favorite readers, and Sasha was telling, I guess, the mid to end of May predictions for Pisces, and he said that. He said, Pisces, this is going to be better than you could have imagined. And you know how he explains things. He talks so fast, and then it's like a boop, but a hey, it ain't just like all overly abundant or whatever. It's great and it's abundant, but there's like a little bit of mixed energy where there could be doubt, or even those that are patient and have expectations. This thing is still going to be bigger and better than you could have imagined. So it's like, not only do the good kids get, toys for Christmas, everybody does. It's just the experience of waiting or getting there that may differ. Because that's what he said. He was like, whether you're expecting it, something big, something grand, something good, it's going to be better than you could imagine. And then, we have some people in the collective that may not think nothing like that. Like, man, please. And then something maybe small, medium, okay? It's still better than you thought. And it could spark a change, okay? I think that this is totally dope. And I appreciate you, Group 3, for sharing your energy with me as I share mine with yours. Like, everybody got a cute little story. I am not going to leave you out. I have experienced the wait several times. One of them, I just was, I want to say broken, confused. I was like, how dare thee, right? To the universe, to God, to whoever. Because it was like, I thought I was doing what I was supposed to do, and you're supposed to have my back because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And then life crashed. And so it's like, if I step out of the world and do what I'm called to do, and then you ain't got my back and you ain't supporting me, it's a problem. And every day I was like, I think that's what even introduced me to YouTube and tarot, because I've always loved tarot, candles, cards, hoodoo, spirituality, holistic things, organic things. But it wasn't until like my kids got into YouTube, and like I said, I had obsessively started looking for answers or some sort of hope. And that's how I even got on YouTube, like years ago, looking at other readers, waiting for them to tell me about when this change was coming. And they always talked about it. Husbands, wives, homes, hitting the lottery. I think, what's her name? I don't know, the 1111 lady, Hispanic lady. Love her too. Everybody hit the lottery on her channel. Or find love overseas, child. And I was down for that too. Patricia, yeah. Thank you, Spirit. She cool. But Patricia pissed me off because it's like, why everybody winning the lottery in this motherfucker and I haven't yet? I'm so silly. Let me calm down. So yeah, I've experienced it. And then after that, after the call came, the answer came, this channel started. It took off overnight. Moved across the country, visited all kind of states, started numerous businesses, changed philosophically, emotionally, mentally, all kind of ways. And then boom, some more shit. And I was, because the world, God, the universe, my higher self had given to me, I had more trust and a little bit more patience than I did the first time. But that moment came again where I was like, baby, it's been like this too long, and I'm doing all I can. So evidently I'm not getting it. I can admit that. I bow down to it. Show me the way, take me there, do it. You do it. Because why? You ain't doing it no way. What, is this the Hunger Games? I don't believe in moderate. I don't believe that I have to suffer to get a reward, buddy. So fix it, right? And ultimately, if I couldn't somehow fix it, the only other aspect was to wait, because codependency wouldn't work, not for me. Somebody else fixing it wouldn't work, not for me, even if I tried. and put myself out there for it to happen. It's like I didn't align with that. So it was like me, the universe, because I don't like blaming everything on God or the universe, but me, my energy, my perspective, or fate was like, oh, you're gonna wait. He ain't gonna help you. She ain't gonna help you. I'm gonna make sure, nope, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. That didn't work. And the only thing that kept me sane was to keep some faith and to wait. So that's what I have for you, group 3. It's coming. If it's coming up, it's coming. So I will allow moments, okay, as usual, for our collective meditation. And we could all sit here and just kind of embrace and take in the information that we received today. Also, as promised, I have been uploading the guided meditations onto the Quantum Healing and NLP channel. You can go to my homepage here on Pisces TV and you will see it. It's like at QHANLP or something like that. So that's why I just said click on the homepage, child, instead of searching for it. But I have so many that are loading. I have something for beginners. I have affirmations for the morning, for bed, for new homes, jobs, relationships. I try to find all things within reason that us as human beings we deal with, or things that I have observed from my collective, through my clients or through the general collective. And it's gonna be just like a menu, and you get to order off the menu for free and just go in there and dig in. So I do hope you guys enjoy, and I'll give you a moment.